Hello everybody, Bart here. Warmer weather is coming slowly towards Indianapolis, so it's time to drive the Polski Fiat again and give you a quick update on what we've been doing with the car. As you can see, the wheel project is now fully completed, and for the most part the car is performing flawlessly, with the except of one minor thing that could have potentially been a major thing. As I've mentioned to you, the first thing I did when I bought the car is go over the electrical system and just make sure that the lights, turn signals, everything is working. So might have been late, or I might have skipped that one crucial part, or maybe it failed after I fixed it, after I checked it, I'm sorry. Although that's not very probable. Long story short, the stoplights weren't working, and came across it just actually accidentally. Started the car in a garage, and the garage was had the door closed, and I pushed on the brake and I didn't see the reflection of the brakes in the garage door. So and I've been driving, or Alex and I have been driving like this for the last 2 weeks, and I'm just so relieved that A, didn't get a ticket, and B, more importantly, somebody didn't rear-end us, because we've been obviously driving around without stoplights. Although my dad says probably nothing could have happened because nobody could have caught up to us anyway. But okay, that's debatable. But let's just say that I'm glad that I came across it, and B, I'll tell you in a second how we fixed it. The beautiful thing about this car, among other things, is the fact that you can nearly troubleshoot everything in about 5 minutes. So naturally, when I saw that both of the stoplights weren't working, immediately pointed me to the switch here in the compartment. See this spring on the stop pedal, and then like a white looking switch with a plastic end, black plastic end. See how there's a little plunger that comes out of it when I push on the stop pedal, on the brake pedal? Well, this is the part that failed. Now mind you, mine, the the plunger were coming out of the stop switch, and everything visually looked great, but I took it out. And how you took it out, you know, just loosen up that one nut and then just unscrew it, and I hooked it up to my multimeter. Just put it on the diode setting, or the ohms, or the resistance setting, or there's a continuity setting, and lo and behold, it wasn't working. Okay, so it took me five minutes to diagnose the problem. But now, where do I get a replacement? Now mind you, this is something that, you know, you need to have, because you're not going to be driving a car without stoplights. Just out of sheer curiosity, I went on O'Reilly's website, which is the store closest to my house, and somehow I came across the part number for this, the OEM part number, the Fiat part number. I typed it into the search on O'Reilly's, and lo and behold, this comes up. Now, this switch wasn't in store. I called them. It was 8 p.m. on Friday, and they said, "Oh yeah, we'll get it to you. We'll be here tomorrow at 9 in the morning." Oh man, I was so, and $10. So I went there on Saturday morning, gladly gave him my $10, and here's the switch. Part number 18-2020, I think is the part number, or maybe the second part number, 41. I don't remember anymore what was the Fiat number. Most likely the second one, the 18-2020 probably is the manufacturer's own part number. But anyway, Italian-made switch, popped it in, took me another 5 minutes to install the switch, and now I got stoplights. Just so you can see how the old one looks. This is the old one that I was saving, so I can show you how it looks. It's got 2 terminals, little plunger. It's clicking, it's making sound, but it's open. It will not close. And how this works is, you know, obviously it closes and then the stoplights come on. I wish it was actually wired the other way around. I was thinking about it afterwards, and I thought, maybe shouldn't that switch be wired the other way, so if it fails, the brake lights will be on all the time, and therefore you will know that your brake stop switch failed. That's how I would have designed it, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe there is another good reason why that switch is wired the way it is, but I thought it should fail in the more safer position, which is the lights, the brake lights are on all the time, and then you would have seen it more likely, because as soon as you would have started up the car, you probably would have seen the brake lights are on all the time. I don't know. Anyway, so the second thing I wanted to alert you about, and you may not know that, but I certainly wasn't all that cognizant about it, is the fact that this car is a 1988 year model, was designed to run on leaded fuel. And obviously we don't have leaded fuel in the US unless you fly in a general aviation airplane. They sell 100 low lead. But anyway, there is this thing that you can buy, and this is not a plug for O'Reilly's, but I support it at O'Reilly's for $5, lead substitute. It treats 20 gallons. This car holds 5 gallons, roughly. Polish math. So divide 1/4 of the bottle for every tankful. And apparently what will happen if you're not using something like this, the valve guides, they're made out of some sort of bronze, perhaps some different metal, let's just put it this way. They may prematurely wear because the lead, as I understand this, I mean, we have the same issue with airplanes. I happen to fly generally, piston airplanes, and there's still leaded fuel used for the airplanes, for the general aviation airplanes. And what the lead is used in that fuel is to lubricate the valve guides. Now, in this car, if you didn't use it, potentially you could start wearing them, and then you're looking at that head rebuild, and I don't want to deal with this, obviously. So that's what you need to use. Hopefully that's useful to you, and you're cognizant of this. Certainly you can buy it in the auto store on Amazon or whatever. So car's shaping up real nice. I really enjoy driving it around, and now that I got a hang of it, I honestly am not any slower than any other car, even in the United States. And as you know, in the United States, the cars are not low on horsepower, and I'm talking about city driving, right? So in city driving, the car holds its own. You just gotta drive reasonably aggressively and should make quick shifts and everything, and you can keep up with the traffic quite all right. And in town the speed limits are 40, maybe 45. So for that kind of driving, the car is absolutely perfect. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I appreciate your comments. Thank you for watching.